Hi guys, and thank you once again for clicking on my video. If you're new to my channel, remember to subscribe, and also if you like the topic of this video, please give me a thumbs up. So in this video I'm going to be doing a product review on the Nair Sensitive Cream Legs and Body Hair Remover. So it's a hair removal cream and it looks like this. And in some of my previous videos you will know that I constantly stress about waxing, and I've kind of stopped the waxing and I have gone on to use a hair removal cream, which I do use now and again, and it has been working for me. And I'm going to tell you why it's been working for me, why I think it can be good, and why I think the cause of ingrown hairs and strawberry legs could be so severe. So if you have a routine and you're constantly exfoliating and you're using AHAs or BHAs on your skin or on the part of your skin where you feel is a strawberry leg or an ingrown hair or like a trapped hair follicle, you should be seeing good results. In that sense, you won't have to keep waxing, which when you do wax, you know that it takes the hair out of the follicle. But when you use the hair removal cream, it doesn't necessarily take the hair out of the follicle, but it just removes the hair, but not from the root. But it's not as abrasive as shaving, because shaving can leave like a prickly hair, which is quite sharp. But when you finish shaving or waxing or using hair removal cream, it is not good to wear tight clothing. It's best to wear as loose clothing as possible, especially when you go into bed, and obviously when you're out in the daytime and when you're doing something for a long period of time. So if you know that you're at school or uni or at work and you're sitting all day and you've shaved recently or waxed recently, that's not going to be good, because you're basically trapping the hair follicles. And once you've removed your hair with any method, the hair starts to grow back in minutes. And if you start wearing tight clothing straight away, or sitting down straight away, or doing something for a long period of time straight away that consists of your body being tied to a chair or something, the hair is not going to be able to grow freely, and it's going to curve or curl back and cause an ingrown hair, or cause a trapped hair follicle, or cause the skin that is supposed to be exfoliating to not be able to shed properly. So because I have noticed that theory, which I feel has made sense to me, I've started to use Nair hair removal cream, and it has helped because of the theory that I have come to know. So as I said, try to limit the use of tight clothing, like leggings and stuff. And I did notice that I used to wear tight clothing quite a lot, and especially when I would go to bed, and it's so unnecessary. And also try and understand or notice your posture, because a lot of the time we cross our legs, and I've noticed where I did have the strawberry legs, or there's a word for it, Keratosis Pilaris. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I could be. So there's all different words people use, but I think it's very prominent in ethnic groups, and I think it is the same thing that I'm talking about, because I've received the same questions from a lot of people. So if you cross your legs, you have to kind of notice that you're doing this, because it does stop oxygen from getting to the hair follicle. It stops the skin being able to breathe, and it sort of traps the hair follicle, and it just causes so much problems in that area. And where we do have these strawberry legs or Keratosis Pilaris, or whatever you want to call it, it's usually on parts of our body that are restricted, and parts of our body where oxygen is less likely to get to, especially when we sleep. So if you sleep on your side and you find that you have this condition on the back of your arms or on the side of your arms, does that not make sense? If you cross your legs often and you only get them at the sides and not inside your legs, doesn't that make sense? And what I noticed is I constantly had them on the sides of my legs and the sides of my arms, and I did notice that I had them in the front of my knees, and I was thinking, I don't need lean on my knees, so why would I have them on my knees? But think about it, if you're wearing tight clothing like jeans or leggings and you're sitting down and your knees are bent like this, the fabric is definitely pressing onto your skin. So this will cause a trapped hair follicle, or it will just deprive the skin from shedding naturally. Think about it, if you've just gone to the dermatologist and you've just got an exfoliation and your skin has just been exfoliated and they've used all these products on your skin, and then you've left the dermatologist and you just put a face mask on or like a balaclava on, or covered your skin with cotton or nylon or even something synthetic, this will deprive your skin from breathing, it will deprive your skin of oxygen, and it will be detrimental to your skin. So in saying that, I do believe that ethnic groups could, you know, wear a lot more clothing, or could wear a lot more restrictive clothing than other groups, mainly because of not temperature and weather, but like body temperature, for instance. So not everyone is like this. I'm not putting anyone in a box, but I tend to get cold a lot of the time, and when I was younger I was always cold, and I don't know if that was a circulation problem, but I was always cold, so I tended to wrap up all the time, even when I was at home. You know, if you live in a cold home and you don't have your heating on often and you're always wrapped up in clothing or even tight clothing, you're depriving the skin of oxygen. So remember, these parts of your body do need to get oxygen. Your elbows need to get oxygen, your knees need to get oxygen, and wherever there's a lack of oxygen or restriction of oxygen or daylight or anything like that, there is going to become a problem. So I would like some of you to take these factors in consideration when it comes to these things that you call like strawberry legs or keratosis pilaris or ingrown hairs, because there's no way that a condition that you was not born with cannot be curable. And I've researched this and I've seen so much articles saying this condition's not curable, this condition's not curable, and it just doesn't make sense. And if something doesn't make sense to you, then it's not necessarily true. So try and think of why something could be causing your skin a problem. So I'm just going to talk a bit more about the Nair sensitive hair removal cream. I'm basically stressing that it is safe to use this method and you don't necessarily need to wax like I stressed in some of my other videos, but I think until you understand the theory and why this is happening to your skin or your body, then you can move on to a different sort of method. I would remove it before you get in the bath or get in the shower. Some people remove it when they're in the shower, but I just remove it before with like tissue or a flannel. This is Nair, as I said. It's a hair removal cream. It's for sensitive skin, is enriched with natural extract and camellia oil for silky smooth skin, and it says gently effective and dermatologically tested. So this was really great using this, and it's very simple, very easy. You apply it to the skin and it comes with like a little plastic thing where you use to apply it on your skin, and you just leave it on for 5 to 6 minutes depending on how thin or thick the hair is, and then you kind of remove it. Sometimes I remove it with tissue, sometimes I remove it with a flannel, or sometimes I remove it with the plastic thing that came in the packaging. So it's very, very simple to use, and it's very, very easy. And it says the total minutes that it should be kept on your skin is 10 minutes, so no longer than that. And it's very easy and very simple. So that completes my video. I hope this video kind of made sense to everyone, and I hope some of you will take this theory that I've come up with on board. Thanks again for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.